demands pledged his commitment to work with the society to find ways to fund the establishment of a production hub. He made these remarks when he engaged the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana in Accra. Over the past few weeks, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has been engaging some recognized groups and associations in the country to get first-hand information of their concerns and also share his vision as he solicits their support for the upcoming general elections. In his engagements with the Ghana Pharmaceutical Society, Dr. Bawumia said the government, recognizing the importance of health, has over the years invested in the sector by introducing several measures. Vice Presidents assured the pharmaceutical industry that similar efforts like the Trinity Theological Seminary Hostel will be made to build the infrastructure required to train pharmacy students.
A fit-for-purpose structure for training pharmacists, 100% agree. Look, if we want to do this, there are many, we want to be the best in the sub-region, in the pharmaceutical, there are many aspects of being the best. Human capital, the training is key. Otherwise, you won't be the best. Yesterday, I was able to commission a hostel facility to train at the Trinity Theological Seminary. And that is something which we got get fund to do. And so if you want to do something as important as the training of pharmacists, you have to put the resources there to build it also. And we are also doing that even for Kayaye. Yes, we have got skills training centers that I'll be commissioning next month to train Kayaye to sort of get into. So we build these things. So why can't we build a major pharmaceutical training center for our pharmacists who will deliver the goods for us in this line? So I'm very fully agreeable to this.
Before Dr. Bawumia's message, the president of the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana had appealed to the government to establish a scholarship scheme to afford more individuals the opportunity to specialize. According to the president of the society, Dr. Samuel Donko, although there is an institution for specialization, not many individuals can fund their education. As such, the society has very few specialists. He also stressed that most pharmacists are not employed after their education.
In the past 3 years, the government has not employed pharmacists into the public sector. And that has not happened because of financial clearance issues. If we are producing pharmacists every year from the various universities, and yet the government is not employing the pharmacists. These at the same time we have, when you go to the various hospitals across the country, go to the northern zone of Ghana, all the northern regions put together, the upper west, upper east, there is a manpower shortage or the shortage of pharmacists in various hospitals and clinics around. And that's why we raise the issue that this is an issue that can be tackled. We need a financial clearance for many more pharmacists to be employed into the public sector.
The Chief Justice, Gertrude Tokonyu, has indicated that the case that sought to halt the approval and vetting of newly nominated and reassigned ministers was ripe for hearing. According to her, all the necessary procedures had been fulfilled because the parties had been served and the Attorney General had filed its response and affidavit in opposition as soon as the case was filed. Addressing reporters in Accra on Thursday, April 4th, her ladyship further explained that Easter was fast approaching and the Attorney General has also written a letter asking for an expedited hearing. She added that after all the necessary procedures had been followed and the AG and the Speaker's lawyer are in court, nothing could stop the hearing.
As soon as the case was filed, the Attorney General filed his response. He filed his affidavit in opposition. So the case was ripe for hearing. We were going to go on Easter break, and the Attorney General wrote and said, this is a matter of governance. So could the court issue hearing notice for the case to be heard? And the court was going to sit on the Wednesday. And so hearing notices were issued so that the applicant who filed the case himself and who should be interested in his case himself will come to court. And all the different, the two other respondents will also come to court. So the bailiff went and served all of them with hearing notices. And when the court sat on that Wednesday, it formed part of our list. Because hearing notices had been served on everybody, and the respondents had filed their affidavits in opposition. At least the Attorney General had. So when the case was called, the affidavits of service were on the docket. We knew that the applicant had been served, Speaker had been served, Attorney General had been served, Speaker's lawyer was in court, Attorney General was in court, Attorney General had filed his affidavit in opposition, so nothing should stop the hearing. It gave the impression that the applicant was not interested in being served. So I called for the bailiff and put him in the box and said, "Did you swear to this? Read it to everybody." He read it to everybody, allowed the lawyers to question him on his affidavit, and they were all satisfied that there was service. Then the next question was, "Speaker, you haven't filed an affidavit in opposition. What is your position?" And the records of the court are available. Speakers had an objection to the application and asked that they should be dismissed. And the Attorney General asked that they should be dismissed. And so we dealt with the application on its merit and ruled on it. So I have spoken to the generality of the arrangement. We hardly adjourn cases now because of this. It's working well. By the time we sit, virtually every process that has been fixed for a date, for that day, will be dealt with.
The Apex Court on March 27th heard and dismissed an injunction application filed by a Member of Parliament for South Deyi, Roxanne Nelson Dafiamepo, who was seeking a perpetual injunction to restrain Parliament from proceeding with the vetting and approval of the newly assigned ministers of state and deputies. Prior to the hearing, the NDC as a party expressed its reservation about its early hearing, irrespective of the fact that there were already other similar pending cases not yet heard.